And I didn't want to do TV at that time. I had done a television show with Dick Wolf called Players, and I was in every single scene, and that killed me. And I came and I said, I can't do that. And he says, no, this is an ensemble cast. You're only in the days that you're on the show. Some days you're off. And I'm like, I still get paid? He's like, yeah, like, you know. And I'm like, all right, I'll try. And the four episodes were pretty easy, you know. And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't really want to. I didn't think I wanted to do it. I didn't want to move to New York. I didn't. But once I got here, I'm like, yo, and then people were knocking me in the head. Fuck you on Law and Order. You fucking crazy actors die to be on Law and Order. You better act like you fucking know, motherfucker. You're crazy. And it sunk in. Now I realize how lucky I was.
And it's not in the middle of nowhere.
No, we're in New York
City.
We're
so lucky, and we're the only Blacklist films downstairs. Mm-hmm. We're the only ones with a stage in Manhattan. You know, it's like, of course, I live in Brooklyn, but and that's pretty cool. Not to have to go to Canada or Oregon or
Were you in New York before this?
I go to those places on my time off, not when I'm working.
Were you a New Yorker before this job?
I've lived here on and off for like 13 years.
Okay.
Yeah. I got the job while I was in LA.
We've been saying with some of the other people that just by the nature of the show, what you deal with is often really heavy stuff. I mean, wondering how you avoid taking that home with you, how you avoid being really affected by some.
You want the real answer? Should I tell them the real answer?
Yeah.
Behind the scenes is like a sitcom here. Really. Behind the scenes, we're always making, talking, having fun, laughing. Then the drama comes on, and we do the show and stuff. So we're not. What you're watching on TV is just one consistent tone of drama, but it's broken up with laughter, fun. So we don't. I saw this thing on Linda Blair, and she said Exorcist didn't scare her till she saw it.
Right.
Because she's just a little girl making a movie. So sometimes until we see the show. Oh yeah, this is her dead chipmunk.
This is an example of like our gallows humor.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna need a stuffed chipmunk on Rollins's desk.
What's his story?
Dead monk.
I said, name him, please, and he goes, Dead Monk.
Yeah, so it's weird stuff going on.
I mean, we're weirdos, like on set, but you have to be.
You have to be
not to go crazy.
Not to go crazy. This stuff is heavy, and when you finally see it on television, when we watch it, we go, whoa.
What are some of the things that, actually for both of you, what are some of the things that your characters do that you would never personally do?
Be a cop? Be a cop. Shit, fuck that. I was in the Army. When you pick jobs that you can get shot at, kind of crazy. What would you never do? What did you?
Be a gambling addict?
Yeah, I never understood the addiction to gambling. Like I like to gamble, but it's hilarious. I went to some casino in Connecticut or something, and they were like, "Oh, girl, you ain't supposed to be here." And I was like, "Don't tell Finn," because so many people kept coming up to me, and I was like, "I'm just gonna act like Rollins right now." But it was I thought it was funny.
You should say they're filming. Be cool.
I know, right?
You're in the shot. You're in the shot.
I go in there with a black wig, trying to get away with it. Now, you know what's so different between me and my character is that she can actually use a computer. I'm so bad at it.
I think Finn, I don't have a life. I don't have a girl. I have a car. I don't have a house. Come on. Fuck, Ice-T gotta have all those things, right?
Ice-T.
Yeah, I don't have shit. I'm living pretty foul. I've only been in my house once. I think I let her sister stay at my house.
Yep,
that was a mistake.
Yeah, I don't have much.
You broke your shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they have upgraded my dress code and stuff. I'm in court today. So.
I've seen the evolution of your dress code? Sort of like from leather jackets and turtlenecks and Kangos.
Yeah, this is his court. Usually they keep it clean.
Oh, you still rocking that stuff?
Yeah, they kind of got me in some Gucci now.
Okay.
Which is above my pay grade.
Cops couldn't.
But I think they realize the audience kind of idolizes these cops, and they kind of want them to look good. So even though, Mariska's wearing designer clothes that a cop really couldn't afford, it works. It's television. It makes us look fly.
Do you think, with Finn's having a gay son, do you think the show did a good job of how long it would take a hard-boiled cop to be accepting of the son?
A straight father. A straight father who doesn't know his son that well, and to have to accept it, they let it play out. And the thing of it was Neil, who wrote that, they asked me, they said, we're gonna throw you a pitch, Ice. Your son's gonna be gay. How are you gonna handle that? And I said, well, let's just see. We'll handle it the way I would normally handle it. And they wrote it so right, that it just worked. It just worked. It's like, I think that the first thing that happens with a straight father is it's a stroke against his manhood. He's like, and you have to deal with it. But then love kicks in, and you just have to accept it. That's still my son, but there would be a moment of, well, I'm a manly man. What's going on? Like,
And then you're the first to protect him.
Yeah, you have to protect him now, and then after you get over that, then you go into the protection mode. Like, that's my son,
Way in overdrive.
So it was a very interesting thing for me to see if I could act that out, but I think I did all right.
And it still comes back. I mean, you mentioned it even in one of the early episodes that we've seen.
In this show, if people like you, you'll come back. Now, do you know where she first popped up? She was a victim.
Yeah.
And I interrogated. She was a victim.
Yeah. It was all me and him in the episode.
So you don't know. Yeah, so now she's back as a cop. Diane Neal, who was DA, she was a rapist. Yeah, she was a rich lady who raped men. So you had to really watch these characters. You could pop back up as somebody else.
I'm surprised you guys are able to keep track of so many.
No, we're not.
Okay, all right.
Just certain ones.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you have any, you think you've done nearly 350 episodes? Are there ones that you remember, like, oh my, that was my favorite episode, that was great, either because you were great or you just thought that was just a good story? Or even...
People like the one I did with Marsha Plimpton. Do you remember that one? I had her in the shower, and she was a drug addict, and we all got wet, and I kind of revived her.
I remember that episode.
That was pretty good for me.
She's a good actress.
Yeah. Do you remember? Is anything you remember?
2 minutes, everybody.
I mean, I loved working with Murphy. When he was here, the character of Murphy. And the gambling thing. Yeah, I love that one. And like Ice told me when I first got here, he was like, chill. This job is like a marathon. And if you're not balanced and like have your head on straight, you go crazy because sometimes we're working 14-hour days every day. So you chill and you wait until they throw you a bone. And Warren and Julie have thrown me a couple of great bones.
And then you just turn that shit the fuck off.
Yeah.
There's a scene when her and Danny were in there where they were yelling at each other, and I was like, whoa, it looked like they was really fighting. I just her, let me tell you about yourself. And she went and and I was like, they wrote that? I was like, and it was on the script like that. But when they did it, it was so real. And I was kind of like in the cut, and she told me to shut the fuck up. And they even had me trying to budge in and, like a real fight.
Yeah.
They write the shit out of this
show. It's fun when when inter office shit goes wrong. It's like it's fun when there's tension, and I think we can expect some of that this season.
And we don't
with the filling of the sergeant position and that kind of stuff.
And we don't ad lib on the show, but we do have the ability to work with the script. I'm not good good off the script. I'm good when we rehearse. Once we rehearse, I'll be like, that don't really make sense. You know, it'll until it's on its feet, so to speak. You'll go, and then sometimes the writers go, oh, it doesn't. And then they let us.
But that's what's great about not having writers or a home base in LA. We've got everybody here. The writers' room is right there, and if we've got a question, they're sitting right there usually, and we say, "Look, can I have please?" And they're like, "Yes." Let's give us something else to do.
What should we look forward to for both of your characters this season?
Ready for this? We have no fucking idea. We have no idea. She is gonna have the baby. That is scripted into the show.
Do you know when that happens?
No idea.
Okay.
No idea.
No idea.
Hopefully I don't die.
Yep.
Yeah, let's hope that. Yeah.
Let's hope that. Other than that, I can do the rest. I'm willing to do the whole season on a stretcher as long as I'm not dead.
I was on a soap opera once, and like you wanted to be in a coma because that way you got paid to be in the episode, but you didn't have to remember all the lines. Like,
Ice talking with his foot. No, we have confidence that they will. You know, the good thing about this show, we're going into season 17. We know they want to do season 18, so we just have confidence they're going to write good shit and bring the right guest stars in, and just, you know, we're not steering this ship. We're just, you know, the puppets in the play.
Do you guys worry, because how appetizing would that be to kill off, you know, a favorite, to kill off a fan favorite? So do you worry about that?
Yes. Yeah. Whenever I read tonight, like if I get shot, I'm really quickly turning back. Oh shit, he's breathing. He's there's a pulse.
He's gonna be all right.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. You guys have been great. Thank you.